Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social nonprofit initiative by think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. Good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Maisa Sarkis, and I interview businesses from around the world. This time, the story will be in UAE. My guest's name is Rim Obeid. She is based in UAE and she's Lebanese by origin. Reem is a mother of two boys and a holder of a bachelor degree in clinical laboratory science, a postgraduate diploma in molecular biology, a master's degree in biotechnology, and we're not there yet to finish. And the recent degree that she has is Pediatric Sleep Consultant. And today we're gonna talk about her business. She's the founder and the owner of Sleep Starlet. Hi, Reem. How are you?
Hello, Maisa. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you today. And I'm interested to start our discussion and talk about Sleep Starlet. Tell me, what do you do as a business?
So when I was having my baby, I was really in confusion. Would I stay in my full-time job or shall I be a stay-at-home mom? And being someone that's very productive and working since a very young age, it was very hard for me to believe that my whole career is going to stop when I stay at home. And the only comment I was always hearing from each and everyone, like, you're having a baby? Are you prepared for all of these sleepless nights that you're going to face? And from here, the idea came. I don't want to end up putting my baby in a nursery or a daycare and paying all of my paycheck. At the same time, I don't want to stay at home. I want to enjoy motherhood, but I don't want to be that sleepless mom with an overtired baby. If I want to enjoy the experience, sleep is the first luxury that I want. So I started to search, and then I found out that I can be certified as a pediatric sleep consultant, not only helping myself, but helping all tired families and all tired moms and babies to achieve the luxury of sleep through the night.
Well, you tapped in a very difficult subject for a mom, especially because the burden falls, in most of the cases, we're not going to generalize, on her shoulder when she has a newborn. Or later on, the father might take the responsibility, a parent, her mom or her dad might help. But in the beginning, it's a responsibility on her to ensure that her baby is sleeping well. And this might deprive her from sleeping patterns, maybe a whole night with just sleeping without interruption. So tell me, where are you based, and do you operate from an office in UAE? Where is it located so we can find you?
Well, actually, everything is online since 2019. And all of the work and the certification actually is held remotely. Being a pediatric sleep consultant doesn't mean that I need to see the baby or touch the baby or interact with the children. I do handle cases anywhere around the world for children up to the age of 6 years old. So it's not even feasible for a tired mom, even if she knows that there is a clinic. Most of the moms cannot even schedule themselves or their days to take a child to a clinic. We don't have to. We don't have to. So all of the work is actually handled remotely. I am Lebanese based in UAE, but I can handle cases anywhere around the world remotely, as simple as that. You find me online.
Well, I like the way how you put it, because as you mentioned, you need to reach the home without taking the hours that the mom would be calculating to remove from her schedule or put on the side, just to manage how to solve and introduce sleeping techniques to her kid. And being available and present through, like we are doing now, through a chat behind the screen, is convenient, and it's proving that it can substitute face-to-face interaction. And about your clients, you said that you reach them worldwide. Who are they? What's their profile? How many customers do you have? Or sleepless mom?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you do really want the current situation or the comparison between before and after, but most sleepless moms reach me out And sometimes I get reached out from daycares and nurseries that have challenging babies in their sleeping habits and challenging children in their sleeping habits. In my professional circle, I have lactation consultants, I have behavioral therapists, I have doctors. So once the pediatrician does the full check on the child and sees that physically this child is able to achieve sleeping through the night and organized naps because there isn't any physical condition hindering that child from sleep, they refer to me. And for any behavioral therapists that try to work on behavior and know that at the end this child needs more sleeping hours and more rest and they are not able to achieve this independently, they refer to me. So in my professional circle, I might have lots of connections and referrals from different backgrounds and from different groups. Regardless what is the parenting philosophy, I do accept any tired mom or dad that want to find a solution for their baby. I also train the nannies, I train the grandma, the granddaddy, whoever is taking care of the baby, any caregiver.
Well, that's wonderful how you put it in perspective, because being present and able to connect emotionally and relate to what they are having and the need that they don't know how to put it in words, and many would judge them how they are thinking. It's important, and being and having clients from all around the world and introducing specialists on board would also bring a richness to the discussion and areas where haven't been tapped before or the parent haven't thought about it. So what you're doing is creating a small community of talents or people who are specialists about the subject to take care of a child in her early stages of development.
We have to be in connection with specialists because there is no child that is the same as the other, and there is no parenting philosophy of a family like the other. So the plans that we put are very, very, very customized and very individualized per child, and it requires thorough follow-up and troubleshooting. So you cannot really imagine the huge and the load of amount of work that we put in achieving success for a certain family, having a certain parenting philosophy and a certain aim to achieve.
So you talked about before and after, and speaking about that, we need to tap into the world that we are living now. Everyone have faced a pandemic and a lockdown in 2020, and UAE might have, I've heard from many people that didn't suffer like many other countries, but I'm sure the pandemic, since you work worldwide, it has taken a toll on your business and on the clients. So let's talk about the lockdown and the pandemic. How did it affect Sleep Starlet?
Well, Maysa, if we want to compare the positive effect of the pandemic on the business and the negative effect of the pandemic on the business, you will see that we were dealing with two extremes. So before the pandemic, usually the idea of taking the opinion of an expert remotely from home was difficult to accept. As simple as this. So they always used to ask me, do you have a clinic like you asked me? Where are you located? I prefer that you come for a home visit. I need to see someone face to face. They feel maybe more comfortable. And they feel it like maybe more as an image or professional. I'm not sure what are their thoughts. But after the lockdown and after the pandemic, most of the moms that I've contacted them before and they refused working remotely because they put it under the category of maybe laziness or negligence or maybe not having the full service they started to accept. So I got lots of clients. Honestly, I was fully booked because moms are staying at home, children are staying at home. Now they are thriving sleep and routine. They are monitoring their children closely after you had working moms going out all day and children going to nursery all day, and there is always a caregiver. Mm-hmm. Trusting the service became more. However, the financial situation was very challenging. It was really challenging.
What worked for you during this period? I'm sure you tried different approaches or business models. What worked and what didn't work that didn't help you and stimulate your business, and you wanted just to then you figured out that there are better ways to do it?
Yeah, actually the thing that worked is promoting more online for my work, because moms and families now are spending more time behind the screen more than before. more than having just a schedule for the day, going out and social life. So it's more behind the screen now, where people are reaching my posts and reaching my profile and my website more. What was challenging is that I tried to support by doing packages that are financially acceptable, okay, with lower prices or lower time of follow-ups. However, for some reason, it did not turn out the way I wanted. I was fully booked just because the prices are affordable. However, taking this service seriously and implementing it seriously at home for people that are not really paying for it and counting for how much they are paying for it, turned out that it is taken for granted sometimes, or just not implemented in details. Okay, so that's why I decided to stop. I cannot risk my name. I cannot risk going wrong with a baby if the parents are taking such a service for granted because they're not paying much for it. So parents didn't see it as a support. Saw it as a chance of let's try. Maybe we need it, maybe we don't need it. If it didn't work, we're not losing that much. And I also faced something, even when my prices are supported, because the people didn't really know about the comparison of other coaches and this service in the market before, because there isn't a lot of awareness. And they know because I'm the only one, it's a personal effort, I'm doing everything. They always want to pay less. You know the situation, we are in COVID, we lost our jobs, we, okay, but it's not like just buying something that is priced online or on the shelf. When you are dealing with the person, it's different. So they just want to bargain, let's say.
Well, I do understand some challenges when you are trying to introduce a program, and it needs commitment first of all, as you mentioned. Commitment might be maybe perceived differently based on what they are asking for, and the reason to negotiate for the value of what you are giving, what you are doing, starts from within the person himself. If he is really willing to put the effort, the time, and invest in his baby's healthiness, I would say it's a healthy lifestyle. Because when he learns how to sleep, he would have definitely scored the number one rule, is that a baby are getting enough sleep. They are able to function during the day, stay energetic without being, I don't know, I'm not into this field, but they're not grumpy maybe, or just
yes, of
their
course.
patterns would be better.
Right. It's positive. It reflects being well rested as a mom, as a family, being organized and having well rested children. Reflects a positive environment on the whole family, not only on the child and not only on the mom. So when the mom reaches me out, it's because she's been very tired with the child. So imagine how much the baby is handling of being overtired, which is way too much. It affects the cognitive skills, the concentration, affects mental health and well-being. So you're talking about a really health service, not only a schedule falling in place. It's not this way at all. And the amount of work that we put in calculations and troubleshooting and in following up is huge, but just people still don't know much about it.
True. And speaking about that and talking about positive lifestyle for the whole family in general, I'm sure that you are staying in contact with your clients or the moms. So tell us how your clients are doing now, and are you in contact with them?
Of course, Maisa. I'm a mom myself. So when I'm dealing with mom, I do feel what do they feel. The first thing I tell the mom is, don't think that this service, I'm giving you something, guiding you, coaching you, and orienting you and helping you just for the sake of the child. You are the main and big part of the plan. You are the one that is going to implement the emotional support that I give you and I build with you is the basic for everything. It is the basic thing. It is the pillar of success of sleep training. So you need to be convinced, you need to be open, you need to be relaxed, you need to be supported, You don't need to feel guilty. Nobody is here to judge you. We are here to help. Okay, so the way that they come to me first, being guilty because they feel that they failed or this is their fault. And then the way they become very confident and the master of the situation, because I also do a future preparation session for the changes of sleep patterns and behavior. It's so different. Most of them stay in denial the first period of time, and they prefer to give themselves some time, feeling that the baby is going to wake up at any time. They feel anxious at night when the baby sleeps through the night. They go to check on the baby if the baby is still alive or breathing sometimes. They don't believe it. They stay in shock and in denial when they reach success. Like, that's it? Counting down in a few days and we're done? Where have you been long time ago? So they do feel this difference, and I become like a part of this life-changing period of time. They are always in contact with me, and they refer a lot. They talk about it. They raise awareness. It's word of mouth.
Yeah, and
the way most of them get pregnant. Most of when they sleep through the night, they get pregnant to finish their family early, and because they know that the huge problem has someone to solve right now.
Has been solved. The major milestone has been solved, which is the sleepless hours. And if they have like they teach all their children at the same age or next with the same gap, they just don't have to go with that all over maybe all over again after maybe 10 years or 7 years in between.
Yeah.
So we're saying that the customers, you help them to enjoy their parenting journey in their early ages and their early stages of the age of the baby. And here we're gonna talk about Sleep Starlet. How is the business doing now, despite that you've passed in the lockdown? We've more or less trying to coexist with it and move forward. So how is the business going now, and what do you have in terms of future projects?
Well, now this year, you feel that 2020 was very hard emotionally on everyone with the COVID and the economic crisis and everything. And it happened also early 2020. I gave birth to my baby, and then I had my elder son sick, which needed full dedication from me. So I paused a little bit. Now, since we are stable and my children are now synchronized, like now they are taking their noon nap, both of them are sleeping at the same time. I'm becoming now more active on social media. I'm collaborating more, but the main thing now Sleep Starlet is about is raising awareness and supporting moms in different fields. So I'm not focusing on my page to be here I am, I'm a sleep consultant, come and take a package. It's not like business oriented, okay, right now. If they want help and if they seek help, they're more than welcome. But also I am supporting small businesses. I'm exposing more moms that are in the field of children or mom service in any way or product. So maybe it's going towards affiliations and business to support small businesses. It's going more into hosting lives every Friday evening with different specialists around the world to raise more awareness and be very beneficial and informative in a very short period of time at a specific time weekly.
So what I can say is that you're trying to create this kind of hub where you invite professionals to help mom not only in the UAE region, all around the world, by bringing informative and latest studies and techniques on your platform. So this is more than
anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Anywhere around the world, any service. We are inclusive to everyone. We are inclusive to any parenting philosophy. Whoever wants to promote for bottles is welcome. Whoever wants to promote for exclusive breastfeeding is welcome. So, and then moms are going to get all the information and it's up to them to choose. So it's not only like a closed circle of one professional service and that's it.
For sure, I can see the benefit on the long run and the community that you're trying to create around you and around the whole essence of the reason why you became a parenting sleep consultant. It's about the priority of your children, of the kids, and how to set an example for their whole life journey with small habits and simple habits for them to take to their life. So speaking about that, we reached to the end of our last chapter in our discussion about Starlet. It's not enough to talk about what you're doing, and we need to know areas that you need support with for the business to take another leap. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Listen, Maisa, the personal effort I do as a mom for my business, working from home, they think it's easy. I was always told that it's very nice that you're working from home since 2019. But when everybody worked from home, they saw that it is maybe double or triple or 10 times the work with children around. So definitely things that we might need support with is marketing strategies, so accessible to different markets, having access to different specialists around the world, having more a platform of business affiliations, so we create more contact between products around the world and moms around the world. Okay. The financial support for the marketing is also very important in such a case, and raising more awareness about mompreneurs. This is the most important thing. We can do it.
Well, as you mentioned, small efforts combined with a vision and a determination, you're able to reach there. And I hope that in future we'll be able to discuss other layers the business have taken a leap into. So I would like to thank you for being our guest today in the Lockdown Economy series. It's been a pleasure to know more about what do you do, the gentle methods that help children learn to sleep throughout the night, and parents how to deal with sleeping patterns and other inquiries related to parenting when dealing with a newborn or their child at home. Thank you so much, Reem. Thank you for
Thank you for
letting you.
having me.
Yeah, thank you for letting us in the world of Sleep Starlet. It's an interesting topic and a world to be in. And I'm sure many parents who would watch the video today, or new moms who are preparing for motherhood, would like to contact you. So I'll put all the details in the link below of the video. You'll find them. If you need any question and help, Reem is there to support. Her details will be mentioned for you to contact and reach. And
I just
perhaps
want to mention one more thing, that we are the coaches around the world are all in contact with each other. So for any mom that is in a different time zone and needs someone to help and support her, we do refer out. So we are here to support before we are here to work, make money, or do business. Your health and your child are the priority. So please reach out for help, and we are all here around the world to support you.
well, with that, we conclude our discussion. I'd like to thank you everyone for watching the video. Please don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel. If you like to hear many more interesting stories from around the world, stay tuned. We'll just bring them to you, and you'll enjoy a variety of series similar to today. Bye-bye.
Bye.